The skyline of New York City is one of the most distinctive in the world, and not because of all the pretty trees and the lush fields or the masses of people. Hell, from a distance, you can't even see the people or the trees. It's the buildings, the tall towers of steel and concrete and glass. New York is home to world-famous commercial buildings such as Rockefeller Center, Radio City Music Hall, and the Empire State Building. But today we aren't visiting these iconic monoliths. Today we visit 2 Columbus Circle, designed in 1965 by Edward Stone. Perhaps while watching his young son play fort in a cardboard box, Edward Stone first got the idea to design a large marble box with a few breathing holes at the top. Or Edward was designing a new pet carrier and the client mistook it for a new building design. Or was it perhaps something else? Let's ask the public. Do you have a moment? No time? No time to talk about the architecture of this building behind us?
Oh no, we actually really gotta go. We want to meet some
no
friends.
Time? Does your baby have a moment to speak? No, he certainly doesn't. He has a very busy schedule. Are you familiar with this building behind us, 2 Columbus Circle?
I'm not from New York.
Not from New York?
No.
Well, great. Is this a building that you would like to come to New York to visit?
I don't even know anything about it, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Do you see this building in this picture and just feel like you want to run and visit it? Does it remind you of Rockefeller Center? Or...
No.
No? If you had to say what this building looked like, what does it remind you of?
The design of this building.
Are you familiar with the controversy that last year it was on the 100 most endangered sites?
No.
Okay, well here we have the original architecture that was done by Edward Stone in 1965. Now as you see, it's going under some renovations. How do you feel about that, looking at this picture, knowing this isn't going to be around anymore?
It doesn't bother me too much.
The windows are only at the top, right? So that leaves the rest of the building pretty dark. Why do you think it was so dark?
Maybe the CIA or somebody.
CIA used to work in this building. That's amazing. Now the CIA used to work in there. Do you know what the CIA is?
Yes.
Now, what do you think they did in that building? What kind of drugs do you think he was on?
That's a strange question.
Pot.
The weed.
Weed?
Hashish. Opium.
Now, is this building something that you came to New York to see?
No, the old buildings are better.
Yeah.
The other buildings are better?
They're better.
All the buildings are better.
Older
buildings are better.
Than the modern stuff.
So we should just leave it for a couple hundred years and maybe it'll be good after a couple hundred years?
No. I can't really give you an honest opinion because I haven't seen it.
We've got buildings like that in Sydney, which are pretty ordinary.
Yeah.
Right?
You've got buildings exactly like this in Sydney?
Well, pretty ordinary.
Edward Stone in Sydney, Australia. That's where we're heading next. Despite serious preservation efforts, the Museum of Art and Design, who now owns this building, will radically alter the building for their occupation in 2008. So while world-renowned architects like Renzo Piano, Lord Norman Foster, and Frank Gehry are all busy at work on other buildings in New York City, this building will be redesigned by some guy named Brad Klopfel. This is Ann Court from Mediocre, New York. Thanks for joining us.